Hi guys, hello. There's my mug. Don't pay attention to my mug. It's a Vintage Librarian. This is going to be a really different kind of video. It has nothing to do with couponing, and it's live, so this video, like I said, is going to have nothing to do with couponing. Just kind of like, I guess, an update about myself, really. So hi guys. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. There's so many people popping on here. Hey Tanya, hey Starlet, hey Sweet Mama, Koala Bala, Poopy Reviews, such a name. Donna, hello. Hi Olga, hi Deborah, hey Shawnee. Pretty and Pinkish, hello. Tony, Sue, Tinkerbell, Anna, hi. Hey Deborah. This is definitely a Mara, hello. Hey Barbara. Hi guys, I see y'all on here. Hi Bernice. Corliss, hi. No, I'm not. Well, so Poopy Reviews, yes. And you guys, this whole weekend, everything, my whole life. So, I don't really. Hi, it's good to see you guys too. I'm like, I guess I share about myself a little bit, but not like share, because I'm just not that kind of, like I am with people. No. I mean, that's one thing I'm going to share with you guys. I think I'm at the point, like, in my life where I'm kind of like, I really wanted another one, but after having the library baby and just, I'm 32 and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to start all over again, guys. I really don't. And the fact that I sometimes just hate my body now versus before I had the baby. I mean, can I get an amen from the chorus? But I just don't think I could. I don't think I can do it again. Not that I didn't have like a joy from it, like a huge joy, and still have joy from it, but you literally have to give so much of yourself up. And if you love your kids, you give up for them. And I've given up a lot of my, like, basically my weight is the thing I gave up. Because I'm 40 pounds over what I used to be, so I have a 10-year gap in between kids and I feel old. Yeah, actually, my oldest, if you guys don't know, is 12 going on 13. She's my bonus kid. She's not physically mine. I like the name bonus kid versus step kid too, but Sarah's 12 going on 13, and I've known her since she was 2 years old. So I've been married to my husband for 7. I've been with him for 10 years. And then Aislinn, she is 2.5, so there's a 10-year gap too for them. But I just, I thought I'd pop on here, I guess, and just kind of update you guys. The reason why this video took so long too, I'm sure you guys who follow my channel kind of like noticed me dipping in and out, and that's normal. Sometimes you need a little break and things like that, because this is a hobby for me. I really enjoy couponing. I believe in couponing. It definitely saves a lot of money. I believe in helping people with finances any way I can, because it's done so much for me when I wasn't hardly making any money, and I still even now utilize those same practices, even though I'm making more money than I did before I started couponing. So I had 4 daughters and was a single mom. It was rough, but I did it. They're all grown and happy. That's awesome. I'm 49 and want another baby. You could be my surrogate mom, Amara. I'll send you the stuff. You could take care of her the first couple of years and then let's send her on my way. But did you see about the lady at Target about the coupon? No, I haven't seen that. But let me go ahead and tell you guys why I initially came on here. Oh, you guys distract me. So the reason why this announcement is so late, because I had to make sure everything went in its path. So this started back in April or May of this year. I applied for a job as a youth director at Chapel Hill. It's a church near me in another town over. It's like a half hour out from me. And the church I'm currently at is like 100 people. I work part-time as a youth minister there. I first started in children's ministry 7 years ago, and then they hired on a youth minister about a year and a half into it when I started children's ministry. Maybe 2 years. Probably 2 years. Yeah, it was 2 years. They hired him, Pastor Nolan. He's awesome. And then we had a minister there who was kind of an interim pastor, but he really helped our church grow even more. And but he had to go, and he left just for health reasons. And then that youth minister moved up, and then I moved into his position. And I wasn't really like youth minister. I was kind of like a youth director. They quasied it where I had to take care of youth ministry and children. So I oversaw everything, and our youth ministry grew like nuts. And I gave 2 lessons a week for teens and 1 lesson of children's church. And I also, if you guys don't know, I play violin, and I'm also on the praise team as well at my church. So I'm a very, 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 very busy person. I don't know how to slow down. So just the last year or so, I was just like, man, I really felt convicted to go full-time into ministry. So I'm also a librarian. If you guys didn't know, I've been in public library services for 10 years, and I mainly have always worked with children and teens, and that's who I love. Like, my calling in life is to work with children and teens. I know it, bar none, that is who I'm supposed to be with. That is who I communicate with. That's who I have fun with. That's my people. Those are my peeps. And so I wanted to be full-time into youth ministry. Yes, what a crazy change. My bachelor's in history, and when I first started, when I was 8 years old, I knew I was going to be like the next Joshua Bell, the next famous classical violinist, and then I got burnt out on that by the time I hit college, and I was just like, what am I going to do with myself? Like, I still want to play, but I don't want to do classical music, and so now I use those talents in church. But like I said, anyway, long story short, this process of trying to become their youth director took about almost five months long to become their full-time youth director, and they told me it was a unanimous decision for me, which is amazing. And their kids, like, the whole process was super, super long, guys. I mean, it was just nuts. First, I had to go through the pastor and 2 other gentlemen, to be interviewed, and then I had to do a lesson in front of the kids, and it wasn't even just the teens and kids, it was like all these other people that were there to watch me, which was nuts. And then their trustee committee had to interview me, which was like 12 people and me in a room, and I'm not kidding you, I was sweating like a you-know-what in church. I was sweating in that room. And then it was me against this other person, I don't know who it was, but they said it was unanimous, which, I never thought, I know I'm good with kids. I know I am. I believe it. But I never thought that, I don't know, I guess I didn't think I was going to be good enough ministerially wise. But, like, my life has changed so much this last year. So if you don't like me talking about religion, I guess you need to, like, go to another video. But anyways, there were so many people, I'm not even kidding you guys, so many people in my life who was like, Krista, that's my name, by the way. Krista, you are literally in a transition phase of your life. And it's like I knew I was, but I wasn't there yet. And then someone else was like, you should try to get this job. You'd be really good at it. And I was like, okay. Which my father-in-law already convinced me to apply, so I did. And then there was another person who was like, you'd be really great doing ministerial work like this. You should try apply. But I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not kidding you. At least 4 or 5 other people told me I should do the job, like apply for it. And I was like, who? And I didn't even mention it to people. I did not mention it. I did not mention it to anybody. Just my husband and my family knew, because what I didn't want to happen was it to be really awkward between my kids at my current church that I'm with, because they absolutely love them. I've known them since they were this tall, so they're this taller than me now. And I also didn't want it to be weird at my library job. And the other day, my minister's wife gave this lesson, which you guys are going to be mind blown by this too. I hope you are, because it mind blew me. She was like, okay, I was looking up Naomi, and if you guys are familiar with your Bible, Naomi was the mother-in-law of Ruth and Orpah. And Naomi's husband and her sons all died, and Naomi told them, go back to your lands, go back to your father's house. I can do nothing for you. I can't do anything for you. And Orpah went back to her lands and to her gods and to her people. But Ruth was like, I'm going with you. Where you go, I go. And I'd be like the same way with my mother-in-law. No joke. I'd be the same way. And Ruth had an opportunity to go back into her comfort zone, what was easy, what she was used to, but she decided to step out in faith, to do something different, to do something uncomfortable that she wasn't used to, that she was like, I feel like this voice is telling me that I need to do this and this is what I'm going to do. So she does it, right? But nobody ever sits and thinks, whatever happened to Orpah, right? We all know that, like, Ruth is now within the lineage of Jesus, right? And that, she's like the grandmother of David, who slays Goliath, correct? But did you know that that Goliath was a descendant of Orpah? How nuts is that? And then my minister's wife says the craziest thing. She says, God calls us to get out of our comfort zones, and it's up to us to really, like, jump out in faith. And then she says the craziest thing. She says, are you going to be a slayed giant, or are you going to be a giant slayer? And I was like, this is God. This is God. Like, how many times does he have to talk to me for me to just, like, jump out and do it? And, like, I'm not kidding you. This is the book I'm reading right now. I know it's backwards. I recommend this book. Librarian actually finally recommends you guys a book. But this is called Everybody Always: Becoming Love in a World Full of Setbacks and Difficult People. We all know difficult people. But he says in here, in short, most of us want more green lights than we have. It's easy to forget that our faith life and experiences are all the green lights we need. And then further it says, don't ignore the green lights you already have. What delights you? What fires your imagination? What fills you with a deep sense of meaning and purpose? What draws you closer to God? What is going to last in your life and in the lives of others? Do these things. They're your green lights. Most of us already have more lights than we need. Don't wait to join a movement. A movement is just a bunch of people making moves. Be a movement. Figure out what your next move is going to be, then make it. No one is remembered for what they planned to do. I was like, I'm not kidding you guys. This entire last year has, like, blown me spiritually away. And so I just kind of wanted to let you guys know why I'm not posting a video about couponing today. And the fact that I had to, like, let everybody know at all my jobs what I was doing. And I finally told my church family today that I had put my 2 weeks notice in. I bawled like a baby. I'm going to continue to cry for the next couple of days, I'm sure. But I just kind of want to let you guys know where I was at in life, what's going on. That way you're not like, why is she ditching out on these videos again? But the good news, guys, is that this one job covers both my jobs, which I've been praying about, because I work 2 jobs and I don't have enough time for my kid, So now I got one job that covers both jobs and covers it, like I'm saying, economically speaking, covers both the jobs I had. God gave me exactly what I needed. And not only that, my husband is excited because he's ready to go back to church. And he hasn't come to church with me in years. And he's like, I'm ready to go back. And I'm like, I'm over here like, Lord. So I just kind of wanted to share you guys with you what was going on, what's so positive for me. Like, I just kind of wanted to share it with you guys. Somebody said North Carolina. What? I just want to say how much I appreciate all the work you do. Thank you, Koala. Thanks, guys. Busy mom. Yes, I am. But I wanted to just thank you. You guys are so nice. Happy tears. Congrats. Somebody, they blowing up my chatterbox on here. Let me put my phone on silent. There we go. The praise team I'm with is sending messages. Woohoo, congrats. Thank you. Happy tears. I'm telling you guys, I cried a lot of tears too. I couldn't believe that I got it. I was like, I could. And see, that's the funny thing is, like, you don't want to, like, brag and be like that person with the big head. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very confident in working with kids and teens and in the public and stuff like that. And I'm actually have been planning on going to seminary school for, like, to get certificates, but I'll probably now go for my master's online since that's what my father-in-law did too. And he can show me how to do that. I already have a bachelor's in history, if you guys didn't already know. But yeah, what a crazy new chapter in my life. I'll still be couponing, So don't worry. Still be doing that. Still gotta save money. But how awesome is this that I can do these things now? Love how God sends us so many people to reassure us that we are strong, able, and loved. Thank you, Sonia. Yes. I love this story. Yes, right, Anna? I just love to hear you talking about, thanks, Miss Tanya, talking about God. It's great. Life is too short to not enjoy and love what you do every day. Thank you. That's the difference between a job and a career. A career is something that you're passionate about. A job is just good. You gotta make money. That's what my husband has. He has a job, which I feel bad for him sometimes. I'm cooking and listening at the same time. I hear you, poopy reviews. What an awesome change for you. It is. What a crazy change. Thank you guys for your congratulations. It's up to you to listen. He guides us. Yes, and somebody told me something else. I'm going to give you all kinds of zingers. If you guys don't work in ministry, or if you do, here's some other zingers too. So I also read from Bob Goff. He was saying, a friend of his said, these movements that God gives us have expiration dates on them. And if you don't move, then your time where his timing is expired. So like, don't let the expiration date go. I was like, dang, this book be all up in me. Like, jeez. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Sonia. You're not bragging at all. It's great to be, thank you. It's good to be happy. Follow Jesus. He's always the answer. Congrats. Continue your walk with God. Thank you, Brenda. I hope that person, they say, silly. Why is it that always people come on here and act poopy sometimes? I don't know why. They're weird. Congratulations. Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Miss Betty B. Great. One job and to be able to spend more time with children. Yes. So true. Congrats. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Oh, Mary Warner. Girl, you got to listen to my stories. I'm telling you. You're going so far you can't even imagine. I can see the light. Thanks, Miss Donna. So basically I accepted a new position. Telling you guys my life here. I put my 2 weeks notice in at the library. And you know what they also told me at the library? It was the sweetest thing they could ever say. And I cried to my assistant director because I love them. I love them. But they were like, we always knew if you looked over there at that town over there, in Hindo, that you would end up getting the dang job or any job that you want over there, so we never wanted you to look for one. So I got a job offer after many months, because churches, if you ever try to get a job at a church, just be ready to wait for go through the process of 5-6 months. Oh, why did I quit my job? Basically, I don't care to tell you guys numbers. I'm just gonna I'm gonna tell you my business, like my real business, my monetary business. It's not tea, it's coffee. So at the library, I have a bachelor's degree. Oh gosh, it keeps going in and out. I have a bachelor's of science in history. And when I first lived in this really larger town called Evansville, Indiana, you could have an associate's degree. This was 10 years ago. You could have an associate's degree and make $12 an hour as a programming assistant working in libraries. And then if you became a children's librarian, you could make $15 an hour. I don't know if that's a very appropriate comment. So anyways, sorry, I'm having to put people in timeout because I'm like, that doesn't seem like a very appropriate comment. So anyways, yeah, this was 10 years ago though, guys. I mean, imagine $15 an hour 10 years ago. It's huge back then. So they told me if I went back to school, finished up my degree, I could become a children's librarian in Evansville. And so I did. I went back. I went part-time, went back. And then when a job became open, I didn't get hired into that position like they said. And I was finishing college and I was like, I've got bills I've got to pay. I've got to find a full-time job. And that's what I told my boss. And I found a full-time position as a teen librarian, and I went to that and I really loved it, really enjoyed it. And it really wasn't much of a bump up. I think I was making 12, maybe 13 an hour, which you guys know, once you get a bachelor's and you got all that school debt, it's like, why the crap did I even go to school, go to college? So I was making that much and I really loved it. It was really great, but I was now living in Kentucky with my husband. So I was driving an hour to work and then an hour back home. And I was like, I need something closer to home. So I took a pay cut again and I was like at 13, 14, maybe an hour when I left that job. And I was like, okay, I'll take a pay cut because I'll save so much money on gas. So I started out around 11 an hour and then they bumped me up by like a dollar or two after so much time. And then one year, everybody got like these sweet raises. Like back in the early days at this library that I'm at now, people were getting dollar raises for like almost 2 years straight. How nuts is that? Now it's kind of like you get a quarter. And I'm not knocking that. That's really awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's better than a kick in the pants. And then they even gave us finally paid vacations. We weren't getting paid vacations. So that was awesome too. So essentially by the time and that's the other thing is this library I work at, it's not full time. It is not full time. The only people who are full time are my director and my assistant director, and they're actually salaried anyways. And everybody else is part time plus. Part time plus. And so you kind of make like a different amount, and then you have part time people. So I'm a part time plus person. That means I cannot work more than 39 hours. But I wasn't really working 39 hours. I think most of the time through the weeks, I was working like during the school year, I almost work 39 hours, but the rest of the time I'm like 35 hours. And so I think I make like 27,000 a year at the library. And then I make about 16,900 at the church part-time. So equate that all together, I make about 45, almost 45 a year. But again, guys, that's 60 hours a week. And really ministerial work, if you've ever worked in ministries, is not part-time. It just is not. They say part-time, it's not part-time. It never is. So I was working a lot. I was working constantly. I have been working constantly, and I can't tell you, I am very passionate about kids, but I'm getting a little older. Getting a little older, guys. And I still have a lot of energy in me, but I'm just realistic. I'm like, how much more years do I have of my kid being a toddler and stuff like that? And so I'm moving to this new position, which I don't care to tell you guys how much I make because, for number one, the church I'm currently at posts everything public anyways. So it's like, whatever. So, and I'm just like, I don't care. I'll tell people. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it at my current job, so I won't say an exact number, but let's just say it is kind of close to what I was making at both jobs together. So I am just, obviously I'm going to take it, right? Any sane person would be like, well, yeah. And that wasn't even initially what got me to do it in the first place. What got me to want to do it was I really have felt like a huge calling of a change in my life that has led me to this. Like even certain things that happened at my library job where doors were being closed that were normally open to me because everybody always wants me to work with them. It was weird. Things that like going into schools that normally happens that I go into schools to help with them, like the doors were not opening and I've been working with them for years, guys. So it was like God was just like, you don't even need to make that. You don't even need to make this on your calendar a priority because you're going to be transitioned into this. You're going to be transitioned into my work. You're going to be doing my word. And I'm like, okay, God. So, yeah, it was just, so yeah, I'm leaving my library. I'm leaving my current church. I'm going to this new one to work full time there. Show me love. Yeah. Why did you quit your job at the library? So yeah, there's nothing like really dramatic about why I quit my jobs. It's just that my current church they've never hired a full-time youth minister. My father-in-law actually used to be the full-time youth minister years ago when I was first dating my husband, and they never hired him on either. And he's just the bee's knees to me. So yeah, this church, by the way, guys, I've played at this church many times with another group of men that are in a praise team called True Face, and I really like these guys. They're really, really cool. So check them out if you want to. But they're pretty cool guys. I love them. my true face friends. I've gotten back with them after 2 years of kind of, obvious reasons with having my kid and stuff. But I've played with them at. Have you ever let hubby put. Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. It never surprises me, guys. The trolls that are on here. And on a Sunday. Can't these people take a rest? Like, Satan, slow down. Not today. Anyways. Golly. I am so sorry if anybody else read that person's message. That was inappropriate. All of us are like, really, dude? Well, it ain't none of your business what I do with my husband. I could throw water balloons at him if I wanted to. My marriage bed is sanctified, thank you. It ain't none of that business, though. I do need a moderator. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, I almost read it out too. I almost said what they wrote down. Oh, Jesus, help me. So yeah. There's no dramatic reason why I left either of the jobs. It was just that I really felt that this was where God was leading me to go, especially since I wanted to do full-time youth ministry and couldn't do it at my current place because they just are not offering anything like that. Ew! Golly, where are these people coming from, guys? Like, really, where are these people coming from? Like, where did they come from? Out of a hole somewhere. Like, that is all. I didn't even read it out loud. What was the name of the group again? They are called True Face. And actually, we played at the Henderson Fine Arts Hall a long time ago. I know, right? The devil is a liar. They are nuts. Sometimes, guys, when you work on this sort of channels, you just have to laugh at these people like, what the crap is with you? You're so weird. Like, really? But yeah, I performed, yes, they do need a different channel. I performed like some songs. It's because it's Sunday and there aren't so many live YouTubes going on. Oh. Man, I wonder if I can I'll report them too. Let's see. Harassment, hate speech, graphic violence, pornography or sexually explicit material, unwanted commercial content. Well, I've done that. I've blocked them, but now I'm reporting these people now. I'm gonna put harassment or bullying. This is harassing me. Oh, thanks, guys. Yes, click on those ones that I put into timeout and just go ahead and click on them, guys, and click on report. So if enough of us do it, maybe we can block them from being able to their channel will get that account that they have will be completely ex-nayed. That's just not right. Once they find out you don't have a moderator, they'll keep attacking your live stream. Well, my poopy reviews may be turn you into a moderator, girl. How crazy is that? People have no time on their hands, I guess. Well, they're crappy. Who does this stuff? Thanks, guys. Everybody's like, we're gonna block these people. But yeah, I was trying to say, though, that there is really no big, huge reason. How do I see if they're in timeout? Oh, well, I don't know. I guess the last one was Hugo Eduardo Medina Palmas. That is a really long name for somebody who just likes to aggravate. So there was really no big reason, dramatic reason why I left my jobs, just that I really believe this is what I needed to do. It's kind of like I read in that book, it was all these lights were being turned on, and excuse me, I was being spoken to, and it was is that you, God? Is that you? Is that you really, Lord? This person is not the Lord. They are. I know. People who've never said anything on here are like, wow, these people are crazy. So yeah, there's no big, really dramatic reason why I left my job. I just I'm gonna make some mods here. Let's see. Add moderator. Just made a moderator out of somebody. People I see on my channel all the time, I'm like, here you go, you can be my moderator. My poopy review seems like she don't take crap off nobody. Just saying, since that's her name. But yeah, thank you, Gwendolyn. Yeah, I think a lot of us, I think what I was trying to say before all these people started spamming the fire out of me is it's like, God gives you a sign, and sometimes we like we're always sitting there going, is that really you though, God? Is that? And I think I asked myself that so many times in this process. It was funny how God, if they're in timeout, it'll say message deleted or message blocked. Oh, okay. Thanks. So it's like we all sit there and we're like, is that really you, God? And God this time kept sending me so many signs. I was like, I'm just being blonde. Like, sorry, blonde people. I'm not being trying to discriminate. I'm just, I was just like being silly. I was being silly. I was just not even listening or watching. And it's like, how many times does he have to knock me up my stupid head for me to like just do what he flippin' says? Like, do it, stupid. Just do it. It's not that hard. Just do it. So I did it. And then I got the job. And I was like, oh my gosh, I actually got the job. Man, like, I'm still amazed that I got it. I'm not, I guess I shouldn't be amazed. I would feel so bad if, like, some people from their church was like, who's this crazy girl that's going to be our youth director? But I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very honored. And I can't wait to, like, just really jump in there and make that youth group grow and, like, start using some praise music and getting in it. And just, like, I'm excited. I'm excited. And hopefully, if it's something you guys are interested in, I will share it with you guys on this channel of some youth ministry games, maybe, or just youth ministry, like, little lessons I've done that are quick and easy, or just even songs. If you guys are ever interested in live videos of us playing that I'm going to be playing with these guys, just kind of let me know in any way you want. And I'll incorporate it in like little other folders besides my couponing, because I do a lot of couponing on here. The blonde community is offended. They are all unsubscribing now. I got it. I clicked on their name and reported them. Thank you guys. You guys are like the best. It's like all of us are like, we are not having this in this room. No, no. And having one job would be nice too. Yes. Going back to one job. And that's the other thing. Somebody did ask if I was moving. So we currently live, this is my stepdaughter's room, by the way, in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home. And we are actually, there's 4 of us in this house and a dog. So we really do need to move. So we either need to put something bigger down, or we need to find a bigger place or something. And we've kind of talked about it before too. So we don't want to move too far because obviously my stepdaughter's here and we're not going to move like crazy. But we're just going to be prayerful about it and kind of figure out what's going to happen for that. If we have to move to that other county, or if we'll move in between the counties. My stepdaughter, bless her heart, I love her. She was just like, I don't know what I would do if I don't have my Mimi and Poppy so close anymore, because we live next door to them. And then she's also like, I will not have any friends at this new place. And I'm like, you're only going to be here on the weekend. You'll get to go back home to school. So I love her, but I want to take her words into consideration. But we are just trying to do the best we can for this family. So, apparently I missed what job you got. Oh, I am a youth director now at Chapel Hill. So that's the church I'm going to. And it has a congregation of 400. So it's very new to me. It's going to be very different. It has 3 services, their own children's ministry service. Yeah, it's nuts. Look. My moderator is like the bomb.com. She got a little power in her hand and she's like, blocked. Blocked. I love you guys. Sometimes God whispers, and some of us just need him to scream at us or hit us in the face with what he wants us to do. Yeah, I imagine God's like, kind of like me, like, really? It's kind of like a parent. You know when your like toddler just yells at you for the same thing for over and over? It's not that you don't hear them, it's just like you're trying to finish something and they need to learn patience, and then you're like, what? It's kind of like that. Kind of like that. I'm excited that you have such a positive change coming your way, but you won't be giving up on couponing. No, I'm not going to be giving up on the couponing stuff. I'm just letting you guys know why I'm not really posting a couponing video today, which, by the way, make sure you check your accounts because there is a 5 off of 25 for Friday and Saturday at Dollar General, which I was like, what? Friday and Saturday? So I was kind of excited about that. Sometimes it takes us a while to really believe. We say to ourselves, really me? Yeah, that's exactly how I felt, Bonnie. It was like, God wants me to do this? God wants me? He's like picking me? Like, there isn't somebody better out there that you're like, wait, that person's way better than Krista. But no, I had to like tell myself, you really, and that's when my coworkers were like, I knew you would get this job because you're so amazing with kids and teens, and you're amazing at it. And I'm like, I am just blessed. So yeah, I just kind of had to tell myself, yeah, that's what God has made me really good at. I'm good at that. Proud of you and your family. Thanks, Betty. I think it's wonderful. I'm happy. Thank you, my poopy reviews. Hard to make a move sometimes. God will keep blessing you. Being in his will is an awesome place to be. Thanks. But that doesn't mean the enemy's not going to be attacking me even more now, guys. So you better keep me in prayer because anytime you try to do what God wants you to do, the enemy just comes like worse than before. I think I needed to hear this. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Monica. I just wanted to share it, and I thought, man, some of the stuff that I was told, I'm like, I'm just going to tell other people because that's amazing. And that's the biggest thing. I think so many of us forget that, yes, it is a big church, that hammer time, that, we need to testify and witness to other people about what God has done in our lives. And I think that's the biggest thing I learned from my teens at this last church that I'm in currently now that I'm leaving is, we need to just be brave and go out there and say what God has done in our lives, what Jesus has done for us, because he's completely blessed me right now. He gave me everything exactly that I needed, and more, really. So, my kids really spoke their truth and their own testimonies in front of our church. We had a youth service a couple months back, and they just really just inspired even me. So actually he was scared and blocked himself. My poopy reviews. Thank you, Mary Warner. Free Crest toothpaste and free Febreze oil warmer coupons too. Yes, I'm not. Thank you, Gwendolyn, for reminding us because I'm gonna get my free Febreze on. Because I'm telling you what, I used up all my other air stuff, like my Airwick stuff, and I couldn't find any more Airwick. So I was like, daggone it, I got all these Febreze things, but no Airwick. Those weird coupons rarely work. Yeah, I hear that sometimes. Thank you, Mary Warner. Go to gal for DG. Yeah, I got the two, which I noticed everybody seemed to really like the slideshows that I did for the clearance sale. So I hope those really do help you guys. Yeah. Hi, what's going on, girl? What's up? The devil will be pulling at your dress tail for sure. Yes, because you guys know I'm a dress girl. The only reason I'm wearing this and bumming out is because I've been in my dress like literally all day. And then when I got home, I ate like a pig. It wasn't even funny. I hadn't eaten all day. Thanks for sharing this. We need to share what God can do in our lives. If we don't, then who will? So true. Have you been hauling for the clearance event or were... Sweet mama, I'm going to let y'all know. I got coupons and everything to do it, but I got so busy with this life change and packing up my office stuff and then my husband actually got off for a weekend for once in his entire life. I can't remember the last time he had a weekend off. And we went out. We went with the baby because we didn't have my oldest here with us, but we went out and we ate at like Old Chicago. Then we went to Cold Stone. We went walking around and it was so nice. I can't tell you guys. I miss family days. I love family days. So I wanted two because I wanted all those Johnson baby stuff. So I got some coupons for that I'm gonna have to find where else to use for the Johnson ones before the 31st, which is coming up fast. But yeah, I enjoyed myself. Thank you guys for asking. And this is a long video, sorry. But I don't know, I just felt like sharing this part of myself with you guys because I took a break on this clearance. I've got enough right now and I'm a little burnt out. Yeah, sometimes, like, that's me too. Like, I'll make these deals for you guys, but sometimes I just won't go out because I'm like, I got enough stuff. But I still do the deals so everybody else knows because I know it helps a lot of people. So I still kind of try to do them. It's nice just to spend. Yeah, the quality time was worth every penny. So there is a $2 off 10 DG, but it's for I saw that. Will it work on anything? The last one worked on anything. Okay, so the only way to find out, Miss Steph, is if we just go out there and just test it out and see. That's the only way. Typically, if it says it's only going to work on a certain thing, it's only going to work on a certain thing. Oh, my baby's up. And she's going to have no pants. Let's go see her. Baby. Baby. Baby, just wake up. Oh, you just wake up. You just wake up. Say hi. You want to say hi? Oh, you just want to lay on mommy? Okay. Oh, sleepy baby. She's sleepy. So, yes, Dollar General always has plenty of clearance sales. Thanks, guys. She's a little sleepy butt. She had a little sleepy butt today. She didn't take a nap earlier, and she finally fell asleep around 4, so who knows what she'll do now. But typically, those 2 off of 10s, if it says it's only going to work on DG brands, it will only work on that. But I, again, digress. Dollar General's so weird. You gotta, like, literally go and check it yourself, or be on a group that says it works or not. Which I can check for you guys. I can check out the usual places and see if it works or not for you guys and let you know. Froze. Thanks, guys. She gets sweaty when she sleeps. She's super sweaty. She's still in her Sunday outfit. I actually had to go play at this church right after my church, and I was there for like what I thought was going to be an hour, and it was like 3 hours. So, thanks, guys. I just wanted to go ahead, though. Your baby is a little peanut. She is. She's right back to sleep. She's asleep. She's sweaty, though. Look at all that sweat. So, I don't think I'm going to change my name, guys. That's a good question. Are you going to change your channel name? I think people know me as a vintage librarian, and libraries are my secret love, and I read a lot of books anyways, so I don't think I'm going to change my name. A vintage minister. That might sound like I'm a really old, like, dusty minister that needs to be dusted off or something. I think I'm sticking with a vintage librarian till the day I die, so what are we at, like 13,000 subscribers on this channel now? So 13, 14, almost 14. I don't think I'm gonna change it now. I think it would confuse so many people. I accidentally, like, I wasn't trying to change my channel name. I was messing with something on Google, and it like almost temporarily changed my name, and everybody was like, what happened? And I'm like, I'm never gonna change my name without letting you guys know, and I really just am not gonna change my name. At this point in my time, I'm like, nope, nope. There's too much work to change it. Is my eyeliner messed up? I need to buy more eyeliner. Don't mind me. Just being weird. But yeah. So yeah, that is my life, guys. I don't really have much else to share with you. But just figured I'd tell you what was going on, how things are going. As always, guys, I hope this video was hopefully inspiring for some of you guys. And I'll try to maybe incorporate some of this new life that I'm going into. My first day of work there is September 6th, so be in prayer for that, guys. And just that everything's a smooth transition for myself and just for my church family too. I know the library's going to be just fine. Those girls are just... I'm going to be in prayer that they don't get worked like crazy, but they don't overwork themselves, but those girls are amazing. But, But yeah, just kind of be in prayer about it. Thanks, Valerie. But yeah, just thought I'd share a little something with you guys. Well, I guess this is it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye-bye.